Hey y'all, North American Welding and Fabrication again. Figured everybody might have got tired of looking at me fixing track hole buckets, so I hadn't done a video in a little bit. But right now I've got a new project, something I ain't never had to mess with before. This is on a John Deere 1814C scraper pan, and this is the stuff that the wheels bolt to. Can't rightly remember what they call it, but somehow or another they managed to just about disintegrate this thing. So this is what I'm fixing today. Well, it took entirely too long, but now she's all gouged out and ready for me to start piling weld in there. Let's see, yeah, crack actually terminated right there, which is a good thing because on this side the crack actually went around and ended up terminating under that reinforcement plate, so that's the reason why that's all gouged out. Now I still got to take the needle scaler around through here and knock all this slag off of it. But what might have caused this, might you ask? Well, the only thing I can figure that caused it is John Deere's lack of quality control in their welding, because the entire weld around this piece of box tubing here was busted loose from this box tubing. It wasn't very obvious, but it was just it was starting to crack loose. And right there at the tip of my finger is another crack that I'm gonna have to gouge down a little bit further to get 100% penetration on. But before I do any more shaking hands with danger, I'm gonna put some metal in that side so that I don't end up wearing this thing, because it's a little heavy for me. Alright, I throwed some oil in the needle scaler and made up a new little whip hose right quick and got this all cleaned up. It's got a little oil on it, but that ain't no problem. Got my 1/8 inch 6010 Fleet Weld 5Ps, and very specific reason why I chose those rods for my little root pass here. Reason number one, I got a bunch of them. Reason number two, they penetrate very well to the inside, and I'm wanting 100% full penetration here. So I'm gonna lay the root in with them, get it sealed up, and then come back over them with some 7018. And when I'm done with it, if you were able to, you'd be able to look to the inside of this thing and it would look like you had a little midget sitting in there welding it from the inside. Alright, now the root and the hot pass is on it, and I've been burning little 3/32 7018, so I believe it's time to step up to some 1/8 inch rod. A little bit bigger rod, go a little bit quicker, throw in some more metal. Yeah, right now it's probably better than it was when it left John Deere's factory, but it still ain't up to my standards. So when it's up to my standards, I'll say it's done. It ain't done yet. Well, after much work and many 7018 rods, this pile is now ready to have the wheels and tires put back on it, and they can carry it back out there and tear it up again. But it ain't gonna break in that weld. It's gonna break somewhere else next.